So... Good heavens, it feels like it's been a million years since I've streamed. When it's only been a few days. Ugh, Mama just texted me dinner's ready. Mom, I'm streaming. Mom, I'm playing with my friends. Leave me alone. Hello! Well... I guess the reason it feels like it's been a while since I streamed, cause... the last stream I did was a collab with Yuna. So, it's been a while since we just had a... cat and rat time. So, anything to catch up on. I'm so... Is this the right background music? Or am I... Don't worry about it. Rat time. Gotta go wild, wild crats. Gotta go wild, wild, wild crat. I'm sorry that I've been so much away. Just been preparing for the Christmas season. Cuemew! Guys! Cuemew is 2 weeks away. Oh my god. Cuemew. Just 2 weeks away. I'm so excited! Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Merry Cuemew, everybody. Happy Cuemew. If you guys wrote your letters to Santa Cat, did you know that in Canada we have an address for Santa Claus? North Pole, HOHOHO. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Toast! Thank you so much for queuing. Thank you so much, Toast. You got a bunch of kisses. Being the first humor. I'm just so excited. I have heart zoomies because I miss you guys. It's been too long. Yeah, it's been too long. Okay, so we'll have a... This is their correct background music. We'll have a good old cat time. We're just gonna hang out today. We will probably watch some videos. Oh yeah, that's what was on the schedule today. Today was React, and tomorrow was Hangout. But tomorrow I might play a video game with Drew, so... It's all up to interpretation. Yeah, Yoshino, I loved your niece's drawing. It was very cute. So, what have you guys been up to? Pause. I just remembered that I forgot to put my advent calendar. Hold on. What day is it today? "24 chocolate days till Christmas. 24 jours de chocolat avant Noël." Work counting. Wednesday? No, the number. What number is today? I'll look at the last one that I opened. The last one that I opened was 9, so today is 10. I found it. It was hiding from me, but then I found it. Today's chocolate is shaped like a stocking. Nom, 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 nom. Mm. My friend that I'm going to Japan with is American, so they're gonna fly up to Vancouver. I forgot the name of Vancouver. They're gonna fly up to Vancouver so that we can go on the airplane together. And what we're gonna do is we're both gonna bring some snacks that we can both get on the airplane so we can do a taste test to see which one is better. The USA version or the Canada version. I want to try American Fruit Loops so bad. What do you mean there's a blue Fruit Loop? And it's like the same color as my eyeballs. Is it even made out of real fruit? Probably not. Crazy. You'll need a Mexican friend and you'll have a reach all across North America. Spanning the horizons. The world of chemicals and food. I need to see how processed the USA food is. Well, maybe it's good, who knows? Guess we'll have to just try. Guys, I have a confession. I don't really know what to do for a Christmas stream. I told you guys when my last stream will be for the holidays, right? I won't stream from the 20th till at least the 25th. And then from the 26th onward, it's like a maybe. I need to have the schedule open so that I can hang out with Mom whenever I can. Mama time. Just show up with a Santa hat on. Shit, yeah, that could work. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Ouch. The edge of my computer is too damn sharp. You gonna be in Boca Raton for Christmas? You going to a Christmas holiday? Chat, you guys have the Grinch meal this year? Maybe cat-proof your desk? No! Not my desk, it's just the computer. It's sharp. Why'd they make the corners of it so sharp? I'm the cat who sits with her legs up on her chair, so I'm always gonna hit my knee into the corner of it, and it's gonna be painful. Guys, guess what? My dresses are gonna arrive today, apparently, according to UPS. So I might have to depart in the middle of the stream to... because I have to sign off on it. But, okay, so... there was an option in when UPS emailed me that I could do a digital signature so that they could just leave it at the doorstep. Which means I'm hoping that there won't be any payments from it. And it's also coming from the Philippines. But then it stopped in the USA, so I don't know. But yeah. Because I could do a digital signature, I'm hoping that I don't have to pay any secret money for it at the door, which is such a piss off. I want to know how much money it's gonna cost. Don't surprise me. Yeah, I'm gonna be a fancy cat. I'm I'm gonna be a pretty cat. I'm probably gonna feel like a baby though, because they're gonna be really long. They have larger chest size options. They should have short dress options. You know how rare it is to find petite sizes? Incredibly. So I'm gonna just be checking outside of the window every so often to see if the truck is here. Someone's doing snowballing outside. Someone's doing ice picking outside. Leave me be. Have some privacy. Have some respect. Oh my god, it's so loud. Hello? Can you guys hear it when I talk? You can hear it? Damn! Shut up! Shut up! I'm trying to hang out with my rats! What the fuck? That sounds like an axe murderer! Who the hell is that? Dude, it sounds like it's right outside of my window, but I can't see them at all. This is kind of scary. I think I might be an axe murderer. I think I'm gonna die. Have you guys been seeing... It's not a mosquito, it's a snowblower. And I can't do anything about it. Oh, have you guys seen the video, the memes to that song? I think I'm gonna die in this house. They're so funny to me. I think I'm gonna die in this house. Guys, we could do a Christmas karaoke, and then I'll pee my pants. That's an option. Pee pants time. Hey, what's up? For free? Which one? Christmas karaoke? For free? Yeah! For free. You're going to suggest Christmas karaoke, and yet you didn't! No, I'm sorry, I take it back. I take it back. Hello, Turbo Cat, too. A police chase happened in your town. Chat, triangulate his location. Find out where he lives. Hold on. Pause. I know where you guys live. Never mind. I already know where you guys live. And I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. Just like I said, I'm gonna bury you alive. You are going to be buried alive. Come visit, you'll have cookies waiting. You guys want to know a fun fact? This has something to do with what you said. What's up then? I wasn't just ignoring. I didn't just ignore it. I made Christmas cookies. That's why I said that. I started making Christmas cookies. And of course, you pre-make them, and then you freeze them, and take them out over Christmas time. But the world is my freezer, baby. It's colder outside than it is in a freezer, so we just put them all outside. It's handy. Yeah, fun fact, I'm a Christmas cookie. If I was a Christmas cookie, what one would I be? good luck. I have a long swim to get to you. Who said I'm swimming? Have you guys seen? There are people who do rowboat groups across the ocean. What the hell? Insane. Why? Who would do that willingly? At least, like, in a sailboat across the ocean, it's like... At least you have a bedroom in a fucking rowboat. And it's automated. You have, like, a motor and stuff, and there's sails. Why would you rowboat across the ocean? Did they have to poop in the ocean? If you got salt water up your bunghole, what would happen? You'd have an enema? What if there's a little shrimp?
Hi Q and chat. Love you. Cuemew kisses.
Hi Desert Ghost! I'm sorry, the snowblower is right outside my window again. I think it's a serial killer that's gonna come and kill me. Desert Ghost! Why'd you switch the O and the G? What happened? Thank you for cuming Desert Ghost. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you. The only 1,000 ways to die that stuck with me is the one where some guy's coworkers quote unquote prank him by putting a eel in his yeah. Yeah, sick prank, dude. That was awesome. We really got that guy. Yeah, we got him. We got him good. And everybody clapped. Cat's final stream, Dead by Axe, Moro. One chance. I'm gonna murder you. Whoa! What is that? Why is there a fancy border around that chat? Oh, I just realized that I forgot to put my earrings in. We wish you a Merry Cumas. We wish you a Merry Cumas. We wish you a Merry Cumas and a Happy New Rat. Yeah. We wish you a Merry Cumas. We wish you a Merry Cumas. And a Happy New Rat. Yeah, I want Happy New Rat. I concur. Give me Happy New Rat. Happy new rat, happy young rat, happy old rat, happy blue rat. All the rats. I think I'm gonna die in this house. Happy shoe rat. Need a flint shoe. I need to find a good neutral shoe. But you guys know my predicament. Oh, by shoe I meant high heel. What the fuck? But you guys know my problem. Why am I on this? What the hell? Why am I this way? Are you guys seeing this? Why am I this way? What the hell? What was that all about? Is that like that for the entire stream? I think I'm gonna die in this house. I think I'm gonna die in this house. Wow! Big ol' cumulix. Mm. Oh! Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna get my package. It says there was a delay. Package is running late, but it's still on the way. I don't think I'm gonna get my package tonight. It doesn't even say that it's out for delivery, and it's almost 5:30. So I don't think I'm gonna get my package. My God. Hello? Mom? Hello? I think I give myself acid reflux. Hello? Oh my gosh. There's something in my esophagus. It's like in my voice box. Hello? Guys? Guys, what just happened? Are you there? I don't know what just happened. That was really scary. You'd really benefit from having the 7TV cough mode enabled. What is that? Pardon? Care to elaborate? I beg your pardon? What was that? Huh? What? Pardon? Is UPS the one that was in Lost? Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely got something down the wrong tube. Ouch. Oh. Get it out of the tubes. Yeah. Yeah.
I has arrived. Here is 8 months to the cutest cat known to mankind. Let us give her support.
8 months! Holy shit balls. Dang! That's a long time, oh my gosh. And that's only 1 month away from your sub, baby. Are you excited, Dragoon? How's the birthing process gonna go? Do you have a midwife prepared? Thank you so much, Dragoon, for queuing! Thank you so much! Mwah. 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 You're on your third pregnancy. Yeah, Meso doesn't even need a doula. Bop 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 bop. Ouch! How that coughing hurt my throat? I'll warm up some. I'll boil some water. What about Pawn? Pawn is ancient. Pawn has been here for... Pawn is the cave paintings on the wall. No. Hey. It's already boiled. Wow. Dude, lately whenever I'm turning on my kettle, my freaking lights flicker. Do you guys remember that song from Romeo and Juliet that goes, hello, hello? Nosferatu! Yeah, I have Nosferatu in my kettle. Hehehe. Or was it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Unbelievable. A year and a month.
Alcazar, thank you so much! Wow, that's a long time. Thank you so much, Alcazar! Mwah. Thank you! Oh, hell yeah. Somehow we got a hype train out of that. The Elton John song. Is Elton John gay or... I don't know my old celebrities. I know the guy who did Last Christmas is gay. Yes, Elton John is gay. Oh, hell yeah. Huge dubs. Guys, did you know that they made Yaoi real? Might be hard to believe. He's hella gay. Rocket Man is a great movie about him if ever want to see that. What's his business? I'm gonna look at him. What's his name? Elton John? Yo, this guy's crazy. He kind of looks like Mama Mare. Why is he wearing red glasses all the time? Red sunglasses. Hello. Ginger. Says who? For why? I beg your sincerest pardon. What the freak? Do you mean an anonymous gifter? Come out now. Come out now. Open up. Come out now. Come out now. Fine. Keep your secrets. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you, Anonymous. I love you. Hello, Alex. Is Val. Hey, what's up? Can I do cat sounds today? Almost. I can almost do kitten sounds today. Not fully, but... Hey, you know what they say about the cookie? The cookie. You have a question. Can I convince you in 30 seconds why you should follow me? No. Nya? Nya? Nya, nya, nya. 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 Awa, wa, 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 wa. Awa, wa, 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 wa. Awa, wa, 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 wa. Awa, wa, 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 wa. Awa, wa, 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 wa. Awa, wa, 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 wa. Awa, wa, 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 wa. Awa, wa, 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 wa. Awa, wa, wa, wa. Delicious. What am I sipping? I have some gingerbread tea. Hello? Ugh. I know the email says that it's delayed. The tracking says that it's delayed, but I can't help looking outside still. The difference between a cat and a cat is that la la la. Really? Dang. Not homemade ginger beer with raisins in? You need to be institutionalized. You bought yourself a Santa suit? Can you feel it? Siri. I said, can you feel it? Are you stout? Do you have the tummy to be Santa Claus? I had craft dinner before stream. Peppermint and ginger teas are the best holiday teas. I got a gingerbread tea and a candy cane tea and a sugar cookie tea from that one tea company that has the pretty pictures on them. The sugar cookie one is kind of weird. Yeah. Thank you for the hype train, guys. Yeah! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Awesome sauce. Awesome possum. Yesterday, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. Yesterday, I went to the mall to find... I want to get my mom another Christmas present. And I wanted to get her... She has, shoes on her Christmas list. And I wanted to get her those, but I could not find them. Like, she wanted dressy leather winter shoes. Couldn't find that. All I could see were like normal winter walking boots or like fancy heels and stuff. And there's like tall boots too, but I don't know if she wanted a tall boot. But she has been looking at tall boots, so I don't know. Yeah. That's that. And it sucks. Because I can't even go out and go drive around myself. I have to depend on other people to drive me. And I can't buy it on Amazon. Because we have a family Amazon. We all use it. You know how difficult it can be finding the size you need? Oh, dude, tell me about it. Throne. I like that. I'll put some gifts for, Mama on Throne. You can buy my mom a Christmas present. Shh. It'll be between you and me. Hehehe. Merry Christmas. Hey, Janus! It's not Christmas, it's Cuemew now. Merry Cuemew, Merry Cuemew. There's 2 weeks left until Cuemew! Santa's coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight. You have big feet. I have the opposite issue. Hello, Bubble. Do you know how fucking hard it is to find fancy high heels that fit me? Why are shoes always so long? I have short feet. Why are they all so long? And they're so fucking narrow in the toes. They squeeze my toes, but my fucking heel is slipping out of them. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I died about it. Oh wow, guys! Cuemew! It's just 2 weeks away! Can you believe it? Guys! Cuemew! It's 2 weeks away! Never takes a rest. That's the way it happens on the Polar Express. I should make them myself. I'm elf-sized and all. Don't make me do it. I'll pull the song out. I'll pull the song out. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. I'm gonna pull the song out. Don't make me do it. I will. I will. I'll pull the song out. It's too late. I'm already thinking about it. That means that I have to listen to it. It's too late. You dug your own grave. You fools. You backers.
I'm a man of reason and they say 'tis the season to be jolly, but it's folly when you volley for position never in existence has there been such a resistance to ideas meant to free us. If you could see us, then you'd listen toiling through the ages making toys on garnished wages. There's no union.
What
We're only
song?
through when we outdo the
Oh, you're
competition.
about to find out. You're about to find out, baby. Only the best Christmas song of all time. Yes!
I'm a man of reason, and they say 'tis the season to be jolly, but it's folly when you volley for position. Never in existence has there been such a resistance to ideas meant to free us. If you could see us, then you'd listen.
I can't breathe.
Toiling through the ages, making toys on garnished wages. There's no union, we're only through when we outdo the competition. I make toys, but I've got aspirations. Make some noise, use your imagination. Girls and boys, before you wish for what you wish for, there's a list for who's been naughty or nice, but consider the price to an elf.
Here comes Buble.
A full and dense shirt servitude can reflect on one's attitude. But that silly red hat just makes the fat man look outrageous.
Absurd though it may seem, you know, I've heard there's even been illegal doping. And though we're coping, I just hope it's not contagious. You try to start a movement and you think you see improvement, but when thrown into the moment, we just don't seem so courageous. I make toys, but I've got aspirations. Make some noise, use your imagination. Girls and boys, before you wish for what you wish for, there's a list for who's been naughty or nice, but consider the price to an elf. You look at yourself, you're an elf, and the shelf is just filled with disappointing memories. Trends come and go, and your friends wanna know why you aren't just happy making crappy little gizmos. Every kid knows they'll just throw this stuff away. We used to repetition, so we drew up a petition. We the undersigned feel undermined. Let's redefine employment.
We know that we've got leverage, so we'll hand the fat man a beverage.
I know I'm
Sit
so
back
impressed
while
today.
we attack the utter
I think I
lack
got like
of
water
our
in my lungs or
enjoyment.
something. I'm gonna have
It
like
may
a
be
dry
tough to
drowning, whatever that's
swallow,
called.
but our threats are far from hollow. He may thunder, but if he blunders, he may wonder where the toys went. I make toys, but I've got aspirations. Make some noise, use your imagination. Girls and boys, before you wish for what you wish for, there's a list for who's been naughty or nice, but consider the price. Naughty or nice, but consider the price. Naughty or nice, but consider the price to an elf.
You guys did that to yourself. That was your own fault. I don't remember why, but you did it to yourself. Hee.
It's been a while since I've been to your streams, but I'm still glad you're a squeaky tweak cuemew love.
What does that mean? I guess I am pretty squeaky, huh? No squeaks now. I'm gonna not squeak at all for the rest of today's stream. Yeah, that was a karaoke preview for the Christmas karaoke. Elf on a shelf? More like Q can't find shoe? I'd kill you if it wasn't so funny. But that was pretty damn good. So I guess I won't kill you. Yeah, chicken jockey yourself, buckaroo. Very nice Kuma song. Thank you, Janice. I love Kumas. It's the most Kumas time of the year. So yeah, I guess I'll do a karaoke stream for it. I'm sorry that most of my festivities are offline. I can't share them with you in that department. Ouch. Get bonked. Ouch. Why was I thinking about Romeo and Juliet? I thought that there was a reason, but I guess there wasn't. It's not a booze. Caboose? The moose? Cause you love us, but we're separated. And we're gnomes? Guys, there is a freaking hair on my face and I got it in one go. That's so impressive. Am I a fan of Shakespeare? Nah, bro's a dummy. I'm better than Shakespeare. You are better than Shakespeare. Do you guys ever like just sit and think and you're like, I'm so much smarter than people from like 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Macbeth is pretty fire. All I remember from Macbeth is that he was like, if your wife cheats on you, it's your fault. So I guess that was pretty base. Imagine having the Black Plague couldn't be me. Dude, right? Like, we just avoid that shit. We just dodge it. And not even worried about it. You used to think you didn't know how to write until you learned that's how people used to talk in the Middle Age. Yeah, they were weirdos. I do like those TikToks that are like, Shakespearean. It's like they take modern movies, the words, like a script from a modern movie, and then they turn it into the language into Shakespeare. That's pretty funny. Makes it make more sense. We is 80 years ago. I think the Wii was 15 years ago. If my memory serves me, correct me. Hey. You retyping this because I missed it? Cuemew and Sharky yet? Very impressive. Really. WW2. Not a Wii, World War II. Don't spell it like Wii then. Wee bonjour. I have tweezers. Oh, there they are. You guys, I have a drone toenail. You wanna grab that for me? Whatever. New merch! How many ingrown toenails can I have for merch? Not to be confused with World War 11. When was that? Gingerbread house. You've got Glory of Generals and Glory of Generals Pacific. You need to be put down. You got an infection with index finger from an ingrown. Ew! Are you shoving your fingers up your bunghole? I need to get a manicure before Christmas. I'll get a French tip again. What the fuck? I hear someone hammering. Hello? Grow up! It's like 6 p.m. What are you hammering for? I just pulled a hair out of my head. Anybody want it? $100? Hey, I'd give it to you for one. So you're saying you're going bald? Whenever I have a shower, it genuinely feels like I'm going bald. I lose so much friggin' hair in the shower. I want to get a scalp serum, but all of them are oil-based, and my scalp does not like oil. You're the one hammering, you're mounting a deer to the wall? Reindeer! Dun 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 da da ba da ba ba. Da blah ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Your shampoo has caffeine in it. You're addicted! You need to go to rehab! I don't unclog the hair, I just like stab it until it goes down the drain. Oh yeah, you need to go to the wellness center. Oh, I miss the wellness center. That was fun. Hello? Guys, I'm gonna put something on the throne for Mom. Can you guys buy it for me? If I put something on the throne for Mom, can you buy it for me? Can you buy it for me? I'll pay you back. I wanted to get my mom shoes. The wellness center was a very relaxing place. I'm so glad. For next VSEV, I'm gonna make the wellness center an actual group. Who's gonna buy her the shoes? But you know, buying shoes off of Amazon is weird. And you can't return it. You can actually, so maybe I should. You went to wellness center the other day and you told them it feels like your shirt is choking you, and they told you to get out and they can't help. That's not my wellness center. My wellness center would say, go to the koi pond. Hehe. Hello? Thought there was a bug. These little gnats need to die. Black winter boots. Yeah, and none of these are fancy. They're like UGG ripoff. Oh, I said boots. Black winter shoes. And they're still fucking ugly. Women. Okay. Was the world deleted? Yeah, but the save files are... What the fuck? These are all ugly shoes. Yeah. Don't get those shoes off. Hello? 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 You got gnats? Does that mean you have old food in the room? No, these gnats come down from the drain. They're the ones that live inside of the drains. Anastasia. Level. Anastasia level. It's so bad, Stasia Bevan. I think. What is it? I forgot about that. I guess you could buy me a book. Nya. 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 Did I see Space King? Nope. Whoa. Bing bong. If you feel your hair crunchy after a shower, that's a problem. Yeah, you need a conditioner. You guys know how conditioner works? Shampoo is soap and conditioner is moisturizer. So that's why you condition after shampoo. Because you don't put moisturizer on before you wash your hands. Period. Okay. Tito Bo. You guys know what time it is. It's time to go pee. So, I'm gonna go pee. You guys can go ponder over the throne. And I'm gonna go sit on the porcelain throne. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be back! I'm peeing my pants. Did I pause the queue before I left? That's so fucking funny. I'm so sorry. Oh no. I apologize. Son of a bitch. Oops. Okay, I'll make it to you. You guys can do some fishing. Sorry. Sorry it took so long. I was distracted by a TikTok. I'll tell you all about it. Okay. Enough fishing. I'll tell you all about it. Enjoy your fishing. I was watching this TikTok. You know how those Halloween places did those shake my hand in character stuff? I was watching one, but it was like for a Christmas event with all the reindeer. And like they're like cosplaying. It was also good. Did you guys know? Yeah, I told you this before. They're all the reindeer. All of Santa's reindeer are ladies. I saw a post about it on TikTok, and it was so funny. There were so many dudes getting so mad about it in the comments. And even more shocking, how many people were like, female reindeer don't have antlers. And y'all, Google is free. Google is free. Google is free. Google is free. That's why I want to become chronically offline. Never in history has there been such an easy to get to platform for so many dumb people. Including myself, am I right? Guess what? Cows are female bovines and bulls are male bovines. I don't the cows. You know when you're on a road trip and you see the cows. God, I love that. You're curious which reindeer's people's faves? I'm basic. I'm a Rudolph lover. Not that it's basic, it's just childhood nostalgia, you know? Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? You know? It's just nostalgia. You remember seeing this one video where the teacher actually mispronounced Google?
Bear can finally re-witness cadt even with a horrible sleep schedule. Yay, less than 3 hoi hoi ei. How is the cat? And how are the rats?
What do you mean with a horrible sleep schedule? What are you doing to your sleep schedule? Am I gonna have to kill you? I don't want to, but I will. If that's what it takes. I will kill you. Hello, Big Baron! Hello. Thank you so much for queuing, Baron. Dang, 7-month streak. Oh my god. Is that real? He's ready. Never mind, no, it's not. 7 months already? That's not real. That's impossible. T. Barbarian, thank you so much for queuing. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you so much, Baron. I love you. Gee. Cue to the moon. Hello? Did you guys hear that? Hello? What the hell was that? No, I didn't unplug anything. Hello? 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 What was that? That was so weird. What the hell was that? Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. Phone? No, I plugged in my phone. We're going schizo. Who's the guy that says I'm going ghost? I'm going schizo. Any phantom? Cat can't see this because she unplugged something. Where did you get that idea from? I know you like Yaoi. Everybody likes Yaoi. You're legally obligated to. I don't want PUBG to sponsor me. Bad sleep schedule due to streaming availability. Dang. Rip. Get better. Be better. Hehe. Bop 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 bop. What cool math games do they have? Nothing good. Ooh, I should do a Roblox stream. Where we try to find good games on Roblox. No, I hate Ford! I hate Ford! I will hate Ford until I die! Ford employee pricing, Ford employee pricing, Ford employee pricing, Ford will shut up! I don't care! Leave me alone! When are they gonna release tests about the reverse psychology of advertisements so that they can stop doing that shit? Is it because you can afford it? No, and I'll kill you. It's because I was watching a show and every single one of the advertisements was for Ford employee pricing. I don't care! Stop! That's the problem with ads. It's just the same 3 ads. God, it was awful. Why does Cat have sponsors all of a sudden? Lots of streamers have sponsors. Twitch and Stream Elements do sponsor stuff, but they're all kind of like... There's people who have explained it better out there, but they're just not that good. Yeah. Like the max payout for the PUBG one was $65. Okay. You hate modern commercials, you hate corpo spiel. How are the kids' commercials nowadays? Because I remember when I was a kid, the commercials... Of course I didn't like commercials, I wanted the show. But the commercials weren't agonizing. Now it's like YouTube ads, Twitch ads, and like streaming service ads. They're all unbearable. And I think the problem is the lack of variety. I think that's what it's called. They have the same... Like instead of a bunch of different ads, you get 2 ads that are 45 seconds each. And then the next commercial break, you get those same ads. And the next commercial break, you get the same ads. And the next commercial break, you get the same ads. Advertising has gotten a gazillion times worse. Case in point, I'm never gonna buy a fucking Ford because of Ford fucking employee pricing. I don't care! I wanna watch Murdoch Mysteries! I started, Call the Midwife. Pretty good. Yeah. Interesting Twitch poll. A 5-year-old. Okay. NVMD. Doctor, he's loose.
Q might be upset with ads, it's rough. But you know what also helps with rough and toughness? The new Ford F-150.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna rip you limb from limb. I'm gonna bury you alive. Ford employee pricing, Ford employee pricing, Ford employee pricing. Stop. Cuemew will never be sponsored by Ford. That's a Cuemew guarantee. Employee pricing, employees pay full price. Yeah, honestly. Cadillac. Cadillac, Cadillac, not a bow, not a bow, not a bottom, on a bottom, no. Tell me that a Cadillac Ranch, Cadillac, Cadillac. Do you guys remember that? I'm done hiding, now I'm crying like I'm born to be. You think you still remember that dance? I might. I'll need to try it. Next 3D stream, I'll see if I can do the Cadillac Ranch. Oh, Jesus.
The Chevy Equinox is more than an SUV. It's there for all of life's moments,
Stop!
big and small. It's your tour guide, with an 11.3-inch diagonal touchscreen.
I want that
It's your
touchscreen!
safety check, with features like rear cross-traffic braking. It's your dugout, with 63.5
I don't have a
cubic feet
dugout.
of cargo volume. And it's even
Cargo
your makeout
volume?
booth.
Who cares?
Wherever life takes you, the Equinox is ready. Chevrolet, let's drive.
A bad and naughty cars get sent to the Cadillac Ranch. I'm getting concerned since nobody else acknowledged the Cadillac Ranch except for Dragoon. Do Americans not have the Cadillac Ranch? The makeout booth? Sending you guys to the makeout booth, and I'm gonna watch. 18 naked Cadillacs in the Cadillac Ranch. Am I going insane right now? You bet the Ford has OnStar just to advertise itself while you drive? I'd crash on purpose. I'd take a long drive off of a short cliff. Cadillac, Cadillac, gonna go, Bonnie and back. That's exactly how it went, by the way. Chat. Do you... Chat. Do you wanna... Do you wanna react? Do you guys wanna react? Do the chicken dance. What about a duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man in the stand, "Hey, bum bum bum, got any grapes?" Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah wah wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah wah, ah wah wah, ah wah 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 wah. Ah wah 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 wah.
Cheers, North, rotting on their November. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that's what I call Christmas Kids Bop Edition, where they change all the lyrics. Whoa, whoa, hold on. This is lore that I don't know about. I've never heard of that before. Now that's what I call Christmas. I don't know if I've ever heard that song, though. Kids Bop. What the fuck? It's an hour and a half. Oh, it's not a song, it's an album. What song?
So this is Christmas, and what have you done?
That's just the fucking... Hello? What the fuck?
This is Christmas.
Am I going insane? Unless you lied to me, this doesn't exist. It's just that dumb song from that dumb beetle. They kept playing that song like a decade in Canada. Yeah, to show all the sad children. Was that only in Canada? That's so fucked up. You so just that you made it the fuck up. Chat, kill that guy. Jump him and then quarter him. I keep getting fucking like Christmas music recommendations on my YouTube. The only Christmas shit that I've listened to on my YouTube account is fucking a nuke. Yeah. Snow Miser / Heat Miser song. You guys want to listen to Snow Miser / Heat Miser song? Oh, chat. No, Drunken is too excited. Now you don't want to. Spite is a good motivator. I remember we tried to watch that movie last year, but it was only available in like multiple disjointed parts on YouTube. Do we listen to it, or do we not listen to it? Hello, cuemew. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Elaborate. Explain. On the Polar Express. When we get there, we'll scream, yay! Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. Laughing all the way, caribou! Caribou! I'm gonna ban him. Who? The Rick-rolling? Has you never been Rick-rolled? You can't Rickroll someone via text.
For a 75th anniversary, any car company can tell you all about
Kill
the
that guy.
milestones they've reached,
Kill him.
but only one can tell you about Old Faithful.
Kill him.
The Jeep that stormed the beaches of Guadalcanal and the grateful soldiers who fought by its side that put it up for a Purple Heart. Jeep, there's only one.
There's
Cheer
only none.
100.
You got me. Oh. What is that? Oh, chat. It's time for chilling scares. We gotta watch this one first. We didn't watch this one. We watched this one, we gotta watch this one. Chilling, chilling. Yay! Well, then I want to munch. Ouch. I got some crackers to munch on. People who expected to die, so they didn't. Yeah, this one's gonna be a happy ending because nobody dies in it. Yeah. So, a good old happy ending. Nobody dies. 10 out of 10 burp. I didn't even open my mouth. Goodbye, hello fishing. Thanks for cuemew. Crackers. He just missed the burp, so he's compensating. Oh. Yeah, fair enough. Understandable. Hey.
I'm on my voice. It is now Sunday morning, and the snow has not let up. It's about 6.5 feet deep, I think. And I'm held up here in the Jeep. I just want to come home.
This is the video of 46-year-old Paula Lane, recorded for her mother and 11-year-old twin boys, days after being stranded in the middle of nowhere from an intense snowstorm. Her situation was extremely dire, to the point where she could lose her life at any moment. And this recording was her way of leaving a final message to her family, something she never expected she'd have to do. Things started off quite normal on November 29, 2012, when Paula and her 44-year-old boyfriend Roderick Clifton were staying at his mother's house in Citrus Heights, California. Paula's mother had invited the two for dinner that day, so the two packed their stuff and began the over 100-mile or 160-kilometer journey to her place in Gardnerville, Nevada. The route went through the mountains, and because of this, they made a couple stops along the way to admire the views. But even with these breaks, they were still on pace to reach their destination long before dinner. So, with some time to spare, Rod decided to go on a brief detour. Instead of continuing on the highway, they got on the road leading to Burnside Lake. And that's when they ran into the first hurdle of this trip, a roadblock. The path to Burnside Lake was closed off by a gate, as well as a thick sheet of ice. It had been long closed for the season. Rod was intimately familiar with the path ahead, since the couple often camped at Burnside Lake with their kids in the summertime. Plus, he also wanted to test the off-roading snow capabilities of his new Jeep. So he chose to ignore the gate and drove around it, a decision he would sadly come to regret not long after. Things went smoothly at first, allowing them to reach the lake at around 7 p.m. Unfortunately, the snow near the lake was deeper and softer than they expected, resulting in the Jeep's front left tire getting stuck as they were turning around to leave. The two tried everything in their power to free it for multiple hours, but were completely unsuccessful. And that was only the beginning of their troubles. Things went from bad to worse.
Wow, a nice four-wheel drive, Jeep. Piece of poop.
When the temperature started dropping rapidly, which the two weren't prepared for at all. It was around 60 degrees Fahrenheit or about 15 Celsius when they left earlier that day. So they were wearing fall clothes with or about 15 Celsius when
15? 15? That's t-shirt weather. That snow was melting fast weather. That snow is turning into water weather.
they left earlier that day. So they were wearing fall clothes with jeans and light jackets. They also had no plans of camping, so they didn't have any food or fresh water. To top it all off, there was no cell service
Negative 15? No, 15. Just 15.
in that area either, preventing them from calling for help. With no other options,
Damn.
they decided to spend the night huddled in the Jeep and wait out the bad weather. Unfortunately, that region experienced an intense snowstorm that night, making their already dire situation even more critical. After trying and failing to free the Jeep once again on November 30th, Rod decided to go look for help on foot instead. It was a nearly 6-mile or about 9.6 kilometer trek to the highway. The snow was also waist deep on some sections of the path, so Rod put on as many warm clothes as he could, wrapped his shoes in plastic bags to avoid getting them wet in the snow, and promised Paula that he would be back with help in a few hours. Sadly, he did not come back. Back in the Jeep, Paula's situation wasn't looking very good either. In addition to being worried about Rod, she also had almost nothing to keep herself alive. The only food in the vehicle was a small bag of fresh green tomatoes Rod's mother had given them before they departed. Over the next couple of days, Paula survived by eating 1 or 2 tomatoes a day, eating the snow for hydration, and wrapping herself in as many clothes and blankets as she could find in the car. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't letting up one bit, causing her to slowly lose any hope of survival, and eventually
There's no way that it was 15 degrees Celsius. It doesn't snow in 15 degrees Celsius. What? What is happening?
used the remaining battery on her camera to record this message to her family on
He had to have gotten the temperature wrong.
December 1st.
Yeah, there's no way that it's 15 degrees Celsius.
I'm on my voice.
Because you do not stay warm in 15 degrees Celsius. You are warm in 15 degrees Celsius. That's a nice day. There wouldn't be a snowstorm, there'd be a rainstorm.
It is now Sunday morning, and the snow has not let up. It's about 6.5 feet deep, I think. And I'm held up here in the Jeep. I'm eating a green tomato a day. I'm eating as much snow as I can remember to, and trying to stay warm. I just want to come home. Rod left Friday morning, and today's Sunday. Rod left Friday morning to go get help and didn't come back. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he got hypothermia and frostbite, or if some critter got him. But I can't walk out in this because I don't have the clothing. I just want to see my babies and my mom. I'm so sorry that this happened. But as soon as the sun comes out, I'm going to have to try to make it. It's 7 miles and 6 feet of snow. I don't think I'm going to do so well, but nobody's ever going to find me here at Burnside Lake.
Luckily, the storm subsided on the morning of December 2nd, giving Paula the will to save herself from the situation. So she packed her backpack with essentials, like scissors and a flashlight, made makeshift gloves and socks with masking tape and tissue, and set out to find help on her own. However, the way back was even more challenging than she could have imagined. She was sinking into the snow with every step, forcing her to crawl on the snow with the help of her backpack instead. However, her body was already incredibly weak from the days of near starvation and cold exposure, and crawling through snow only made things worse. Hours into her trek, she was already beginning to lose feeling in her hands and feet. She was also coughing up blood and struggling to stay conscious. And if all that wasn't bad enough, the snowstorm came back as well, forcing Paula to take shelter in a spider-infested hollow tree on the ground. She spent 2 more nights in that tree, trying to recover enough strength to continue making her way back. Unfortunately, she had already run out of tomatoes, which was her only food source, and was barely alive at this point. But on December 5th, 6 days after the couple was stranded in the woods, Paula made a final-ditch effort to save herself. She left the hollow tree and began crawling with all she had left. And that's when she made a devastating discovery. Not far from the tree, she came across the remains of Rod covered in snow. He had likely developed hypothermia and passed away hours after leaving to get help. However, as heartbreaking as this discovery was, it also served as a motivator for Paula, giving her the courage to continue crawling forward so she didn't meet the same fate. Now, an important thing to note here is that the rescue efforts to find Paula and Rod had begun the night they disappeared. But since they didn't tell anyone about the detour to the lake, no one knew exactly where to look for them along the 100+ mile long path they could have taken. The harsh weather also made it impossible to search for them via helicopter. Fortunately, Paula's brother, Gary, knew about their previous summer visits to the lake. So, on the 5th of December, he went to check out the lake area by himself. And after 6 long days, finally found his sister crawling on the road while on the verge of losing her life. It was starting to rain, and she would have more than
Gary's so much smarter than Paul, or whatever his name was.
likely passed away from hypothermia and
Holy
exhaustion
shit.
if Gary had found her even 15 minutes later. Luckily, he spotted her in time and rushed her to a nearby hospital where she was treated for first-degree frostbite. Paula has since managed to make a full recovery and is now living with her family and children.
Wow. Rod.
On the morning of
fuck
October
you,
15,
Rod.
2016, a 41-year-old
Rod tried his best. He can't help that. He's stupid. Hey, this road is blocked. This icy, snow-covered road has a barrier in front of it. There's no reason for that. Let's just go around. Rod. At least, oh no, her name was Paula, right? At least she didn't have to suffer the same fate. Let's go, Gary.
Kevin Diepenbrock went on a scenic bike ride with his close friend and coworker Philip
Diepenbrock?
Polio. The plan was to ride across the Dragon, an 11-mile stretch of Route 129 near the Tennessee-North Carolina border that's infamous for its constant winding paths. It's as dangerous as it is beautiful. The surrounding foliage makes it one of the most picturesque riding spots in all of the US. But this foliage also reduces the already limited visibility, making even a single mistake on this road potentially lethal. Kevin had decades of experience riding bikes and was fairly confident in his ability to ride safely. However, he had no way of preparing for what was about to happen. A few minutes into the ride, Philip accidentally entered a turn too fast and was about to cross the yellow line. He slammed on the brakes to avoid going in the opposite lane. Unfortunately, due to the low visibility,
Motorcycling is the stupidest thing you could do. Don't motorcycle.
by the time Kevin noticed, it was already too late. He slammed into Philip from behind, sending both riders and their bikes careening off the road and into a ravine 100 feet below. Philip sadly passed away minutes, if not seconds, after the crash. But Kevin somehow didn't. He survived, though now left alone in the ravine, hoping someone would spot him and help. He didn't know the full extent of his injuries at the time, but they were severe enough to render him completely immobile. The worst part about this was the fact that he could
You thought underwater cave diving was... Yeah, fair enough. Underwater cave diving is the stupidest thing you could do. You got me.
clearly hear hundreds of bikes and cars drive past him on the road above. But his injuries, later found out to be internal organ injuries, made it nearly impossible for him to shout loud enough to get their attention. There was nothing he could do. To make matters worse, he wasn't getting a cell signal in that location either. He tried everything, from calling for help to sending text messages to his friends and family, and even attempting to update his status on Facebook. Sadly, none of it worked, making his hopes of getting rescued diminish as time went on. After exhausting all other options, Kevin accepted what was coming and decided to use the last of his
Moose, you've been underwater cave diving. Don't do that ever again.
strength to record a goodbye message for his family.
Hey everybody.
Hey guys! Hey YouTube! What's up?
That's all I can really say.
Hey YouTube, it's me.
About 10:30 this morning. Been laying here ever since.
He started by expressing his love to his parents, wife, and children, telling them to take care of themselves.
Just want to say I love you guys.
Whoa, you can hear the other vehicles. Wow, he's really close
Sorry
to the
being
road.
stupid.
Damn.
You know that's what I do. Mom, Dad, love you. Courtney, love you. Kurt and Marnie, Karen, Matt, love you guys.
Bro is not a
Take
fighter.
care.
Fucking crawl.
The second half of the recording was devoted to his dogs, but this section also revealed signs of his injuries slowly deteriorating his cognitive function.
Take care of the puppies for me too. Give Kimber and Ruger lots of love for me. And Rocco, Notch, and Kimber. Rocco, Notch, and Tango. I miss you guys.
However, despite accepting what seemed like an inevitable end at this point, Kevin did not give up. He kept trying everything in his power to get someone's attention, even as it became completely dark outside.
Hey, 7 o'clock. Trying to use my flashlight to wave somebody down.
I don't think that was cognitive dysfunction from organ failure. I think that was just him being... Fucking crawl. Crawl. There was a lady in China who she was on a sleeper train and she was going to the bathroom and the fucking floor gave out underneath her and she fell under the train and was run over. Like her arm and her leg on her... No, I think one of her arms and both of her legs were cut off. And then she was still on the train tracks. So when she heard a train coming, she freaking pulled herself off of the train tracks. And all Bud's doing is laying there!
He also tried to get up at some point, but the pain from his injuries made him lose consciousness the moment he shifted even slightly.
Ow,
Kevin was also
brother.
becoming more and more
Bro.
dehydrated as time went by, resulting in even more exhaustion and making it difficult for him to
yourself
stay
up.
conscious.
The road is right there.
Hey, I'm at 10% body, 10% battery. It's 11 o'clock. I love you. I don't know what to say.
The weather in that area can also be extremely unpredictable, and there would have been no way for him to fend off hypothermia if the temperature dropped drastically that night. But no matter how bad his situation became, Kevin was determined to keep trying until the very end. And after nearly 30 hours of hearing bikes and cars drive by right next to him, his efforts finally paid off. The next morning, Kevin heard a bike stop near the crash site. It was a young couple that stopped to admire the view from that location. So he began shouting for help with all of the remaining strength in his body, successfully alerting the couple, who then called for more help.
Wow.
He was airlifted to a nearby hospital
Lucky.
where the full extent of his injuries became clear.
Fortunate.
According to the medical report, both of his lungs were punctured and he had 17 fractures in 12 of his ribs, 2 breaks in his spine, and numerous road rash burns across his body. Fortunately, doctors were able to treat him successfully, allowing him to return home in about 3 weeks.
Puppies! It's the puppies! Aww.
On July 17, 2020, at around 5 p.m., 67-year-old Robert
2020.
Ringo was driving alongside the Joshua Tree National Park in California when he noticed an interesting rock formation deep in the park. He wanted to take a closer look at it, so he parked his truck to the side, gathered his hiking gear,
Joshua
and began
Tree.
walking toward the landmark he'd spotted. Now,
I don't see
hiking in the
any
desert like
trees.
this in the middle of
Where's
July
the
is already
tree?
risky enough on its own. Heat stroke is a very real possibility with each step you take. The high temperatures can also dehydrate you faster than you expect, making you feel dizzy, pass out, and eventually pass away. Robert was a desert hiking expert with decades of experience under his belt. However, because this was meant to be a short, barely hour-long detour, he brought only the bare essentials with him into the park. And while this would have been fine under normal circumstances, the situation Robert soon found himself in was anything but
Who would
normal.
hike?
As he was
I was
hiking
gonna
to the
go-
essentials with him.
Who would hike here? What about this is appealing? I guess it's the same thing for Everest. They do it so that they can say they did. I still don't see any tree.
Into the park. And while this would have been fine under normal circumstances,
Yeah,
the
sure, like
situation
tree.
Robert soon found himself in was anything but normal. As he was hiking to the rock formation, he
Everest
accidentally
is different. Yeah, because they have other people do all the work for them.
slipped off a short ledge and landed directly on his left leg. The fall fractured his left femur, making him completely immobile in 115 degrees Fahrenheit or about 46 Celsius desert heat. Any attempt to move himself resulted in excruciating pain that nearly made him pass out, which would have been a death sentence in that situation. So Robert kept his calm. He tied his leg with the materials he had on him to stabilize the fracture, and also created a makeshift shelter to protect himself from the heat before calling for help.
Help!
So, the scenery looks like that, and it's 46 degrees. Why? Why? Just why?
Help!
Sadly, there wasn't anyone within miles to hear his calls for help. He also had no cell
He's just
service in
hooting
the
and
park, so
hollering.
calling 911 wasn't an option either. Due to it being a relatively short hike, he only brought 2 liters of water and no food. This was enough to keep him alive in the short term, but with the intense desert heat, it wasn't going to last very long. And that's exactly what happened. He spent the entire day and night in the exact same spot, and by the time the sun came up the next day, he had barely any water left. As I mentioned earlier, the hot and dry
Bro, it's
desert
hooting
air
and hollering and slurping and glurping. Why does it look like this is staged for likes and views? It's the TikTok angle.
is extremely dehydrating, something Robert was beginning to experience himself while recording what he thought could be his final goodbye message to his family.
It's the first time in my life I've ever experienced no saliva.
He also talked about the details of what had happened to him in this recording, just so his family could know exactly what happened in case he didn't make it.
I landed right on my left hip. I can't move it for the pain. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up, but I'm sure they'll be out looking for me tonight.
That said, heat exhaustion was only one of the dangers Robert was facing in that desert. There was also a very real risk of getting bitten by one of the venomous rattlesnake species found in the Joshua Tree Park, or getting attacked by a wild animal like a coyote. But despite these dangers, Robert still had some hope of being rescued. That's because he'd actually sent his location to his son Ryan before heading into the park. And sure enough, Ryan was quick to report his father missing, leading to over 30 rescue workers looking for him by the next morning. However, it would have been extremely difficult to spot Robert
Why is
hidden
it so
in rocks
long?
and bushes, even with so many people looking for him. Especially since he wasn't following any predetermined hiking paths when the incident happened. And Robert knew this well. So he secured his broken leg as well as he could, gathered his strength, and started crawling backwards with his arms. He was only able to move a couple of feet per minute and was now exposed to the sizzling desert sun as well. But he knew that it was the only way and kept pushing himself, even eating juniper berries he found along the way to slow down dehydration.
Juniper.
He reached an open plateau by 11 p.m. that night before going to sleep. And thanks to his effort, a rescue helicopter was able to spot him at around 9 a.m. the next morning. After spending 40 hours stranded in the desert, Robert Ringo was finally safe with his family. His leg also healed without any complications, allowing him to continue his love of hiking.
Stop! Go to the mountains!
Southwest
Go to the
Airlines Flight
forest.
1380 departed from New York on
Hold on.
April 17th.
I'm gonna pass out. If this is an airplane one, I'm getting so nervous. I think I'm gonna need, like, a sleeping pill. Soap. Project Soap. For all you stinky motherfuckers on the plane. Wash your damn pit. Hey.
2018.
Ooh, I gotta pee.
It was headed
Sorry.
to Dallas, Texas, 1,390 miles or roughly 2,200 kilometers away. The Boeing 737-700 plane took off at around 10:43 a.m., and things went as expected at first. But then, at 11:03 a.m., 20 minutes into the flight, the left engine failed with a violent explosion 32,000 feet or 9,800 meters in the air. Shrapnel from this explosion hit the cabin, cracking one of the windows. The sudden drop in pressure forced one of the passengers, 43-year-old Jennifer Riordan, partially out of the broken window. Once outside, she was struck by more shrapnel from the engine and tragically passed away. However, Jennifer's passing was only the beginning of the issue at hand. Between the exploded engine and the depressurized cabin, a crash was looking inevitable.
And the fucking airplane seatbelt only go over your lap. How is that supposed to hold you down at all?
Which would have resulted in the loss of most, if not all, the lives aboard that
I'm
plane.
sorry! Someone died! I'm sorry! Oh no! Oh god!
Crash was looking inevitable, which would have resulted in the loss of most, if not all, the lives aboard that plane. One of the passengers,
Dude.
Marty Martinez, feared this as well. All he could think about was the family he was about to leave behind, especially his wife and his unborn son. So, in a moment of desperation, Marty took out his wallet and used his credit card to purchase the on-flight Wi-Fi as the plane was going down. He then used this barely functioning internet connection to start a live stream on Facebook so his friends and family could see him one last time. The stream was titled, "Something is wrong with our plane. It appears we are going down. Emergency landing. Southwest flight from New York City to Dallas." It showed the entire cabin in utter chaos, with every passenger scrambling to put on their oxygen mask. The passengers' panic and screaming could also be heard in the background of his choppy stream. And while Marty didn't say anything on stream due to the oxygen mask, he did send messages to his loved ones, telling them,
No, this is not my next stream. I'm done. That's how they get you. He fell for the trap. Damn. They got him.
goodbye, writing, "I want you to know that I love you all and thank you for all you've done. I'm so sorry. Plane's going down. I love you guys." He later explained his mindset in that moment during an interview, stating, "I literally bought Wi-Fi as the plane was going down because I wanted to be able to reach the people I loved, thinking these were my final moments on Earth. And put in the position to have to prioritize the people I loved to send them my final words was an absolutely gut-wrenching feeling. So I thought to Facebook Live my experience, thinking this would be my last communication with the people I loved and my team back home. All I was thinking about was telling my parents that I loved them. I felt like I had minutes left. I was bracing for an explosion." And his fear was completely justified. This wasn't a case of the engine temporarily stalling or experiencing some small issues. The plane had suffered a catastrophic failure, and there was nothing the pilots or the air traffic control could do to fix it tens of thousands of feet in the air. Later investigation revealed that one of the fan blades on the left engine had been developing an extremely small fatigue crack over the past few years. This blade and the engine as a whole was checked regularly for any damage, but the method they were using wasn't precise enough to detect this nearly invisible crack, which was a critical problem. Each of these fan blades weighs up to 11 pounds or nearly 5 kilograms and spin at anywhere between 2200 and 4500 RPM during normal operation. At those speeds, even a microscopic imperfection can compromise the blades and by extension the engine's structural integrity. And that's exactly what happened to Flight 1380. The blade with the small fatigue crack finally reached its breaking point. It tore off mid-flight and struck the rest of the engine at an insane speed, triggering a shockwave that caused the entire unit to fail in a single instant. Fortunately, the explosion Marty was bracing for never happened. The damage didn't reach the second engine, allowing pilots to retain partial control of the plane. They were also very close to the Philadelphia International Airport when the issue occurred, enabling them to perform an emergency landing and prevent any further casualties, giving Marty and all their passengers and crew members a second shot at life.
Except for that one lady. I don't think I want to go to Japan anymore. Oh my god. That one lady's family got all the sue money and everyone traumatized get nothing. Yeah, nothing nothing except for their fucking lives. Oh, boo-hoo. I'm so scared. I always want to go on the window seat, but my friend hasn't been on an airplane for a long time, so I was like, okay, you can have the window seat. I guess I'm glad for that now. I could go by boat if I don't want to fly. I think that might be worse. You just gotta remind yourself, plane crashes are very, very rare. But then, I make myself feel worse because I'm like, imagine how fucking embarrassing it would be that I'm on like the 1% of a plane that crashes. Oh my god. Just my luck, right? Just my luck. Except it isn't. It is not my luck. That is not my luck because I have streamer luck. You know that one idiot that died on the one plane crash? Everyone point and laugh. Exactly. I'm curious. How many plane crashes were there in Canada in 2025? What the heck is tsb.gc.ca? Table 1. Reportable aircraft occurrences. In, in 2024, in 2025, there were 9 reportable accidents. Well, where were they? 6 were aeroplane, 2 were helicopter, 1 was ultralight. What the fuck is ultralight? Number of fatal accidents by aircraft type, 0. There were 0 fatal aircraft accidents in 2025 in Canada. Wow. However, in 2024, there were 3. Oof. Wow. There were 76 incidents, though. Six were risk of collision, loss of separation. 31 were declared emergency. 4 were engine failure. 4 were engine failure? What do you mean 4? What? Hey, stop, pause. That means there were 4 engine failures. 0 fatalities. So, they were able to land safely. 6 were smoke/fire, 2 were collision, 27 were other. Hey. There were... more fatalities in 2024. But seems like most of them happened in helicopters. There were... So, now I know to not go on a helicopter. Don't worry, if a plane crashes, you'll hit the ground so hard you'll be turned into mist on impact. That's what I hope for, genuinely. Like, I'm only getting scared. I'm not that scared ouch. I don't get this scared going over like land. But it's because I'm going over the ocean that I'm scared. I'm scared that I won't die on impact and that I'll drown. And I don't want to drown! That's the worst thing. You went on a helicopter and it crashed the next day actually and killed the pilot and passenger. Second to motorcycles, don't go on helicopters. Now I'm curious. How many plane crashes were there in USA 2025? I guess the USA doesn't report on their crashes. There's an official Canadian website to say, like, I got the numbers from the official Transportation Safety Board of Canada, Bureau de la Sécurité des Transports du Canada. So, fuck, I don't know. I don't know how many accidents and fatalities there were in 2025. How many plane crash fatalities were there in the USA 2025? Nobody knows. The mystery. According to whatever fucking source this is, I'm saying the F word a lot on today's stream. Whoops. I'm just passionate. I missed you guys so much. According to some source, I don't know what it is, there have been 60 deadly aviation crashes in the United States in 2025. There were 0 in Canada. So I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. That's what I told my friend. If they want to fly together, they have to come up from the USA. I'm not going down to them. You gotta come into Canada. Bro, You're not flying in Canada though. It means Canadian Airlines. Sorry, I got Drew message. I was reading Drew message, and now my computer's being noisy. Okay, I gotta pee. About 188 deaths in 2025, source FAS. I'll trust you on that one. Damn. $180. Damn. 0 in Canada. They have the EI pilots in the USA. I know what that is. You're so scatterbrained you think you missed his stream? No, never! Well, maybe, but that's what VODs are for. Hee. I know I'm doing well, but I gotta go pee. And then we got more chilling to watch. I love React! DI is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Ah. So all the white boys can be included. Get some snacks. I have snacks. I've been munching on crackers the whole time. I was doing it in a quiet way, I hope. Ooh. Sorry, I got distracted, but I have to look this up. Come on, show me the money. Track my package. It's been in Calgary since 11:04. What delay is keeping my package in Calgary? Freaking Calgary. After I come back, I should watch some road rage dashcam footage. Why? Why would I do that? You hate late deliveries? Me too. Let's see if a snowstorm is happening in Calgary. Calgary weather. It's 1 degree Celsius. What are they doing? They're freaking twiddling their thumbs over there with my package. I want to wear my pretty dresses. Oh well. Okay, I gotta go pee. But I want you to develop a phobia of driving. While we're... What? What? Pardon? Road rage compilations. Why would watching people be mad give me a phobia? I haven't done any winter driving yet. I gotta go do that. You're joking that Hills wants you to be scared of the road? Oh, mad people here have guns. Damn, what a fucking culture shift! Whoa! Holy shit! That's so scary, whoa! Oh my gosh! Wow. Dang. Oh man. Rest in peace. I'm mostly scared of, I guess, black eyes. I've only heard about it though. Black eyes? You guys don't... Oh, you southerners. Black ice is when the road is icy but you can't see it because it's clear, so it just looks like regular asphalt. So, black ice. So you slip on it because you don't know that it's icy. I slurred your words. Oh, fuck! Stop! Which word did I slur? Now I gotta say it again. Which one? Tell me. They sound like black guys. Oh my fucking god. I'd like to apologize. I would like to humbly apologize for my transgression. To my community, to all communities. Oh my god. Black ice. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh.
Extra extra. This Justin cat scared of black guys.
No! Ice! Black ice! Ice! Black ice! Black ice! Black ice! Black ice! Black ice! I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. I won't pause it this time. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Guys, I'm scared. What if the black ice throws my car off the bridge?
Okay, baby. Mama. That'll show her, type ad. Okay, that's okay. This will be a special show for the subs in YouTube. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. We've got another chilling scares to watch. And this one, Q says Sigma like a 12-year-old kid. What does that mean? What does that even mean? What am I supposed to feel about that? What? Okay. This chilling scares is 5 most disturbing diving videos. So
6-7.
6-7. Sigma, Sigma boy, Sigma boy. Ow! I'm freaking attacked the top of my mouth. That hurt. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Excellent. Let's begin. I'm gonna share my snacks with you guys. I don't have a lot left. Yeah, why not? You guys can have some. You need it. Ow! I have bit my tongue. Okay. Hey. 5 most disturbing diving videos.
In September 2019, 40-year-old Stephen Weber Jr. and his girlfriend
God, that
Kanisha
looks
Antoine went on
terrifying.
a vacation to Pemba
Holy
Island.
crap.
Stephen had been dating Kanisha for a while by this point and had planned to propose to her during this trip. What neither of them knew, however, was that the happiest trip of their lives was about to turn into an irreversible tragedy. The groundwork for this tragedy was laid when the two arrived at the island and checked in to stay at the Manta Resort just off the coast. It had a nice, uninterrupted view of the ocean, as well as a roof area to relax and enjoy the tropical weather. However, the most important feature of this resort was the underwater room, which offered a 360-degree view of the marine life surrounding the resort. This room served as the whole idea behind how Stephen had planned to propose. He put on swimming goggles and dived down to one of the windows in this room, prompting Kanisha to begin recording. He then unrolled a paper note inside a Ziploc bag and pressed it against the window. It read, "I can't hold my breath long enough to tell you everything I love about you, but everything I love about you, I love more every day." He then flipped the note, and on the other side was a marriage proposal for Kanisha, reading, "Will you please be my wife?"
Oh.
Stop, I'm scared. I'm scared.
What?
I'm really scared. 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 I'm really scared.
He also showed the wedding ring he'd brought for this
Stop.
occasion before swimming up to hear Kanisha's response.
Stop.
At this point, Kanisha stopped recording and rushed to the surface floor, eager to give her answer. But once she looked outside, instead of a smiling
God.
Steven, she saw nothing.
Aw.
Steven was nowhere to be seen. Kanisha climbed the roof, hoping he might have been up there. Unfortunately, there were no signs of Steven
Oh,
anywhere.
God.
He had vanished, somewhere between showing her the ring and swimming up to the surface.
Oh, my God.
After understanding the full gravity of the situation, Kanisha called for help, with several locals rushing to her aid. Unfortunately, it took some time to find Steven. He was floating in the water, and by that point, it was already too late. Some resort workers tried to revive him with CPR, however, it wasn't
What
effective.
happened?
Steven had miscalculated how long he could hold his breath underwater and drowned before he could reach the surface.
Oh
You can
my
even see his
fucking
hand
God.
shaking as he holds the ring near the end of the video, his body desperately telling him he needs air now. But
Are
in an
you
effort to get his point
kidding
across
me?
and make the moment that much more special,
you
he
kidding
ignores
me?
this. And unfortunately,
What? Oh my God.
it pays the ultimate price.
That's
Mini
Oh
Joe
my
is a
God.
YouTube channel that occasionally posted travel videos
Mini
up until
Joe?
3 years ago. Most of these were typical travel vlogs showcasing the hosts of different expeditions around the world. However, out of the roughly 30 videos they've uploaded, one stands out for
you would have swam up before flipping the paper, right? Who wants to get proposed to with the sheet of paper? It would have been so much more romantic. And he would have fucking lived if he went up first.
just how disturbing it is.
Okay.
This video contains a collection of footage Joe and his friends captured while doing technical dives in the Blue Hole in Dahab, Egypt, which is often considered the deadliest diving
We've heard about the blue hole before.
spot in the world. There are a few conflicting reports on the total number, but most people agree that somewhere between 130 and 200 divers have met their end while trying to reach its depths. That is an average of 8 lives lost per
Stupid.
year, and unfortunately, the total is still going up. What's worse is that the remains of many victims are never recovered, which is exactly what made Mini Joe's video so unsettling. Their dive
So
started off like any
stupid.
other, but as they
I think I'm gonna try to dive to the bottom of the hole that everybody dies in. Okay? Oh my god!
descended deeper, they came across the tanks, lines, and suits of those who came before and never made it back. Some of the remains were wedged into narrow crevices on the ocean floor, hinting at what might have gone wrong for them. Most were also taken over by the environment, suggesting they might have been down there for years. Above all, these encounters served as a constant reminder of the true danger of technical diving. Divers often have to
Are
carry
they cave
multiple
diving? No. This is like... It's a big... I don't know how to explain it. It's like a rock shelf in the ocean. So it's like people can like walk on the rocks. So it's like not that deep and stuff. But somewhere in the rock shelf, there's just a big hole that goes really far down. God. Oh my gosh. So, they just... Frick if I know why they want to go in there.
heavy tanks before they can even begin the descent. Then, once they're in the water, they have to constantly monitor their oxygen levels while also staying aware of their surroundings. Things only become more dangerous the deeper they dive, where even a moment's distraction can quickly turn fatal. However, all of this is true for any dive, regardless.
And why? Or why? Technical diving is diving at a depth beyond what is considered recreation. Fun? Yeah, it's not fun anymore. They're doing it because they're stupid and egotistical. I went diving before. I did it before I was scared of the ocean, so... Huge dubs. Can cross that off the bucket list.
Of the location. What makes the Dahab Blue Hole even more dangerous is the false sense of security it provides. Blue holes, for those who don't know, are like vertical caves in oceans that go a lot deeper than the surrounding ocean floor. And the one in Dahab, Egypt is an even more extreme version of that. One of the biggest contributors to its deadliness is its depth of about 426 feet, or around 130 meters, which isn't very apparent from the surface. It's also an almost vertical drop to the bottom. This catches many new divers off guard, causing them to miscalculate their gas levels and tragically become another name on the memorial near the diving site. One of the most well-known cases of this is 22-year-old Yuri Lipsky, a Russian diving instructor with plenty of experience under his belt. However, he had no prior experience with the Dahab Blue Hole, resulting in it taking his life. The footage from his recovered diving camera showed him descending into the depths faster than expected, struggling to keep his gas levels in check, trying to quickly slow down his descent, causing the buoyancy device to burst, and eventually succumbing to nitrogen poisoning in just 4 minutes after starting his dive. However, the sheer depth is only one part of this blue hole's
That video has sounds and they're so scary.
Danger. As Mini Joe's video demonstrated, the other part of its lethality comes from the network of partially collapsed caves littered throughout the area. They promise incredible views and look like prime diving spots at first glance, but in all reality, they are deceptively difficult to navigate through. Narrow passages and jagged rocks are everywhere. A single mistake can leave a technical diver stuck in.
This is like picking a fight with a warlord who wears several skulls as accessories. Where did those skulls come from, I wonder? I love that metaphor. That's so funny. I love it.
One of these caverns with no way out until their gas tanks inevitably run out.
Oh my god.
The terrain also makes recovery extremely difficult, and many families of the fallen often opt to just leave their loved ones down there so as not to endanger even more lives in recovery
Thank God
attempts,
for that.
which explains why Joe came across so many diving suits in his video. In July 2016, a diver named Jacob Childs went on a group diving trip off the coast of southeast Queensland, Australia. The boat stopped roughly 35 miles or about 56 kilometers off the coast, and Jacob was the second to last person to dive. However, a minute after entering the water, the diving line slipped out of his hand. He thought he could swim back to the boat and start over, but as he got closer, he was shocked to realize the rope had been pulled in. And before he could think of what to do next, a strong current swept the ocean's surface and separated him from the boat. To make matters worse, the captain of the boat also sped off to go fishing while everyone was diving. By the time the other divers got back to the boat and realized Jacob was missing, he was already completely out of their view, leaving him stranded in the middle of the ocean 35 miles from the nearest piece of land. That said, the distance from land was the least of Jacob's worries at that moment.
No.
For starters, the water around him was nearly 20 degrees Celsius, which is about 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
Who cares about that?
This wasn't nearly cold enough to make him freeze up and pass out immediately, but it was cold enough to slowly sap away his body heat, making him more susceptible to hypothermia and exhaustion with every passing minute. It was also late in the afternoon and the sun was about to go down, meaning it was only going to get worse. After a while, a rescue plane flew above him twice, but it didn't see him. And this was while it was still bright and the inflatable indicator was visible from quite a distance. He knew that once it got dark, his chances of being rescued would drop to almost zero.
Oh my god.
The sun's going down. If the sun goes down, they won't do nothing. That's a wrap on old Jakey, I guess.
Unfortunately, there was nothing Jacob could do at that moment but wait and continue recording what possibly could be his last message to his family. Identifying the right direction and then swimming for over 35 miles would have been next to impossible. If he had taken it upon himself to try and reach the coast, he would have likely exhausted himself and drowned partway through.
Hey,
he did try to follow a fishing boat he saw in the distance, but quickly realized that he wouldn't be able to get close enough to get its attention, leaving him feeling dejected.
It's way too far for me. It'd be like 15, 16 meters now.
Besides, swimming too far from his original location would have also reduced his chances of being saved, since rescue teams would no longer know where to look. As the sky got darker and the rescue plane failed to spot him multiple times, the frustration was beginning to set in.
There's a plane coming back. There's a rescue boat way over there. Helpful. That.
The salty seawater was also making him extremely dehydrated, worsening his chances of survival by the minute. However, Jacob was experienced enough to know that panicking or getting angry wouldn't do any good. The right thing to do was to stay put while exerting the least amount of effort. After drifting in the middle of nowhere for over 6 hours, he was finally spotted by a helicopter and brought to safety on a rescue boat. With the sun nearly below the horizon, he came dangerously close to losing his life that day. Fortunately, he was able to recover
That
with no
plane
permanent
was so
injuries.
close. It didn't even try. Oh my gosh. That's
On the 26th
my
of May,
biggest
2013,
nightmare.
a group of 3 tugboats.
That is awful. Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck is up with that boat, man? Yeah, I'm gonna leave to go fishing. You guys have fun. Oh my god. And also the plane that was like 2 feet above the water and couldn't see him. Wow. Thank gosh. Holy crap. Wow. You bet he was super annoying. They missed him on purpose. The boat guy let them know he sucked. What? Chat, kill that guy. That's all I can say to that. Yep. That's my nightmare. Hey guys, that's my nightmare. Hey, but the difference between me and that guy is that I would never put myself in that situation anyway. So, there.
On the 26th of May 2013, a group of 3 tugboats was trying to stabilize an oil tanker during a harsh storm nearly 20 miles or 32 kilometers off the coast of Nigeria. That's when one of the boats, named Jaskin 4, got hit by a massive rogue wave. This capsized the boat, causing it to sink rapidly and disappear below the water surface within seconds. The company behind this operation, West African Ventures, immediately sent off a rescue mission. However, the harsh weather made any immediate rescue efforts near impossible. They eventually sent a helicopter to look for any survivors who managed to swim back to the surface. Unfortunately,
Don't go on boat. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Is this the one where the guy survived in a pocket of air?
even after a full day of searching, they didn't find a single member of the Jaskin 4's crew who was still alive. This left the company with no choice but to presume the crew deceased and begin a body recovery diving mission instead. The task of retrieving the remains was handed down to 6 saturation divers who were laying underwater oil pipes nearby. The only reason they were chosen for the task was because they were the closest to the site of the incident. Still, it took them around a day to reach the site and begin looking for Jaskin 4. The harsh waves had shifted its position significantly from where it capsized, causing even more time lost before the retrieval mission could begin. Unfortunately, that was far from the only hurdle the rescue divers would face on this mission. Once they located the Jaskin 4 and dove down to it, they discovered that the boat had turned upside down. It was now resting on its primary mast, which could collapse at any time. Due to significant pirate activity in that area, all of the Jaskin 4's entrances were also locked shut, forcing the divers to use specialized underwater torches just to gain access. Sadly, their assumption turned out to be correct. By the afternoon of the 28th of May, 2 days after Jaskin 4 had sunk, the rescue team managed to recover the remains of 4 crew members, though 2 were still missing. But just as all hope seemed lost, one of the divers, named Tony Walker, made an incredible discovery. For some context, Tony was being instructed on what to do by his supervisor Colby Veritz from the surface. Tony was also inhaling a gas mixture which was partially helium, making his voice higher. While looking around the upside-down boat, he came across what looked like a human hand. He assumed it belonged to yet another fallen crew member, but to his surprise, the hand moved and grabbed him back.
Alright, so you should...
Oh. I know this story, so it's not scary, but the visual of that hand reaching through the murk and grabbing his hand, kind of romantic. Sea monster Yowie.
be walking on the ceiling, yeah? Okay. What's that? Okay. Alright, you found one, yeah? He's alive. Okay, keep him there. Alright. Just alright. Just hold him there, okay? Just keep him there.
Oh, dude. Imagine being stuck in a boat that sunk to the bottom of the ocean. And these rescue people show up. Imagine how you would feel holding on to their hand. Wow. Why does Brill have to have helium, though? I didn't know you were required to be a chipmunk to do this stuff.
Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do. Alright, just keep him there, keep him calm, okay? Alright, just reassure him, pat him on the shoulder. Okay.
This was 29-year-old Harrison O'Kenny, Jaskin 4's resident cook. After over 60 hours underwater, Harrison was somehow still alive.
Oh my god.
He also seemed quite aware of everything that was going on around him and remained calm to help the rescuers do their job. Apparently, Harrison was in the bathroom when the boat capsized. He tried to rush to the emergency latch, but water rushed in and trapped the crew inside. To his knowledge, Harrison was the only one who managed to survive after creating a makeshift indoor raft from plywood, cardboard, and a mattress. After finding him, rescuers gave him fresh water and a harness to keep him close. However, the divers knew they didn't have much time to plan a proper rescue mission. You see, the air pocket Harrison was in was about to run out, likely in less than an hour. Harrison could end up suffocating if they didn't act quick enough. On the other hand, they couldn't just strap him into a rope and pull him back to the surface. He had already spent over 2.5 days in an extremely high-pressure environment. Taking him to the surface too quickly could have caused decompression sickness, which in extreme cases can also be lethal. Fortunately, due to their job of installing underwater oil pipes, the divers were uniquely equipped to deal with these exact issues. More specifically, they had a pressurized diving bell attached to the vessel, which they put Harrison in after consulting a doctor. Had this been a standard diving crew with regular scuba gear, they wouldn't have had anything to keep Harrison alive.
Holy
Once
shit.
back on the surface, he also had to spend some more time in a decompression chamber to avoid decompression sickness, and was fairly okay after that. However, while he recovered physically, the mental trauma of being trapped in an upside-down boat on the ocean floor for over 2 days with no idea if anyone was coming to save him left him with PTSD, something he is still recovering from to this day.
Who can blame him? Who can blame him? Wow. Bro won the literal lottery. Survival lottery. It's too bad that he was in that situation in the first place, but wow. Survival lottery. Whoa. Shit, dude. Who could blame him from having PTSD from that? I'm surprised that not all of these survival stories end with them having PTSD. They probably all do. They just don't know it. Shit, dude! Whoa! God! And that's why I'm never going on a boat.
On December 13, 2013, YouTuber
Kodiak
Kodiak
Thunder
Thunder uploaded a video showing a near-death experience he had while diving. Unlike many other divers, Kodiak's motive wasn't to just dive as deep as he could or reach some underwater landmark. Instead, his diving sessions were more about catching fish and crustaceans by hand or with a spear gun. But while chasing a lobster,
Holy
he
shit.
swam too far into an underwater cave. He managed to catch the lobster he was
Yoink.
after, but when he turned around, he had no idea how to get out.
You caught the lobster. At what price? Oh my god, this is a nightmare. Lobsters and crabs make me understand people with arachnophobia. Good god. So now you have a lobster. What are you gonna do with it? Put it in your pants? Put it in a pocket for safekeeping? Oh god. You can see the panic.
Fortunately, after swimming around in the cave for a few minutes, he was able to find the exit and swim out without any trouble. However, this was incredibly lucky. The thing is, diving on its own is incredibly dangerous. A single distraction can quickly spiral into an irreversible tragedy.
Why would you even go
But
into a
unless
cave?
they're very deep, divers at least have the option to just swim up to the surface and wait for rescue. Though, not with cave diving. One of the primary hazards in a cave is the environment itself. Unlike the open ocean, many underwater caves have floors covered in extremely fine silt. A poorly controlled fin kick, or even the exhaust bubbles from a regulator hitting the
Imagine being that lobster. You see this giant, horrifying creature coming at you. So you retreat into your cave where you'll be safe in the cracks because that thing is way too big to go into that cave. And then it follows you. Yeah, that's horrifying.
ceiling can dislodge this sediment. This creates a silt out, a condition where the water's visibility drops to absolute zero instantly. Divers' high-powered lights become useless, and in some extreme cases, the diver can't even see their own hands, let alone their surroundings. This also makes them unable to see their gauges or the guidelines. In short, they no longer know where they're going, where they're supposed to go, or whether they're getting the right gas mixture. At best, they can keep swimming and hope the cave is straight enough to eventually lead them away from the murky water. But if they can't monitor their gases, nitrogen poisoning can become a serious problem. It impairs both their cognitive and motor function, leaving them to take their final breaths in the cave unless someone is there to rescue them. Even then, rescue isn't always an option. Many underwater caves are extremely narrow.
Chilling, you don't have to tell me how bad underwater cave diving is. Trust me. I know. And that's on what? Period.
And with tanks and other essential gear, navigating these tight spaces becomes even harder. In most cases, there isn't even enough room to turn around. So if one diver passes out, the others can get trapped behind them and lose their lives there as well. One of the most well-known cases of this exact scenario happened on February 6, 2014, when a team of 5 Finnish cavers visited Norway to go cave diving through HOORAY cave. All 5 of them were veteran cave divers and knew exactly what they were doing. They even had mapped out the exact route they planned to follow. However, as they were crossing the narrowest section of the cave, the cylinder of one of the divers got stuck, preventing him from moving forward and blocking the others behind him. The chaos of the situation resulted in 2 of the divers panicking, failing to monitor their gauges, and passing away within minutes. The other 3 barely made it out alive as well. One had to squeeze past the stuck diver by removing his gear and swimming the rest of the way, gasping for air from tiny pockets along the ceiling. The remaining 2 had to turn back and exit through the original entrance with almost no air left in their tanks. The fact that any of them made it out alive was nothing short of a miracle, highlighting the true horror of underwater cave diving. Because when things go even
Horror or stupidity.
slightly wrong during a cave dive, even the most experienced and well-prepared divers can struggle to survive.
Stupidity. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Baka. Cat, sometimes guys want to live out their war fantasies. I'd know what to say to you. I think I have to kill you. Christmas shopping at Walmart in 2000. Wow. Horrors found in home videos. That guy's gonna look at you again. Be careful. Ew. Ew. What are you doing? Ew. Stop. Stop. This guy's being creepy. Stop.
Assistant Manager Field, line 1. Assistant Manager Field, line 1.
10% off greeting cards. Ah! What a miracle! I got jump scared. Too loud, turn down. Ooh. $0.99. You don't see that anymore. $19. What's $19? Go for it. $4.97. What is that? $1,497. Why is it red? Did Walmart used to be red? $12.88 for... Red Walmart is weird. The vests are blue. Batteries. Wow, they had a whole battery section. Now everything is charged by wires. 1886. Baskets. $6.96. I don't know. I don't know. $3.68. I don't know. Give me something recognizable.
Yeah. You can go a little
You're just going the other way. Oh my god. What are you doing? $11.88 for... I'm kind of close. Stop recording random people like a pervert. 16. Whoa. There's a shirt. The prices aren't that different. I thought that it would be really dramatic. Show me the groceries. How much are the groceries? Stop. $79.96 for a color television. Or whatever this is. Phil. Choose. I wanna see the grill. Damn. 78.64. I don't know. Stop, you creep! Stop recording random people! What is wrong with you? God! This guy was TikTok before TikTok. He's recording random people. Dude, how much are the toys? Toys are freaking expensive. 1996 or task. Or task. Come on. Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 came out in 2000. In 2000, the camera recorders were a lot larger, so imagine being stalked by a guy with one. This guy's a creep. Wow. We gotta kill him. 59.88 for something. Look at those TVs! Oh! They're like cubes. Oh, I want one of these TVs. I want a cube TV like this that has a DVD player in it, and then I'll get DVDs, and then I'll watch TV. Shop vac. Damn, she's gone. She's gone. She did not want to be recorded. Okay. Oh, look at those beeper things. They don't have screens on them. Oh, no screens. What? Oh. No, look at those big chunky buttons. Wow. Show us the groceries. Wait, hold on. Battery 677. Hair serum. $1.48 for a hair serum. Damn! $2.78 for conditioner? What the heck is Jovan Musk? Batteries, 477. Conditioner, Jesus. Deodorant. Deoterant? What is deoterant? Nail color, 213. Damn. Imagine. It's like over $10 now. Zoom back in. Zoom back in. Zoom back in. Zoom. Whoa! Those bags look funky. They look weird. Zoom back in. Zoom in again. Zoom in. I don't want to see the money. I want to see the prices. Stop! Barbie. How much is Barbie's Hot Wheels? No. I want to know how much Barbie Hot Wheels are. No! to go back to the simpler times. What I crave to do. One day. No, the times will never be simpler again because they're only simple because we were children. And now we're grown up and everything's hard, and we have awareness all the time. Look at that third video recommendation. Now, we didn't have Target in Canada in 2002. We had Target for like 3 years, and they refused to stock their shelves, so nobody bought anything there, so then they went out of business. And they took over Zellers for that shit. And I never got to go to the Zellers restaurant. That was the fat kid in those days. He'd be considered the athlete by today's standards. I mean, whatever makes you feel better. Do you remember Kmart and Byway? We didn't have those things in Eastern Canada. I don't think. Your grandma worked at a Zellers? Ow! That's so sweet. I went to visit her a lot and you had a lot of soup and crackers there. I never went to the freaking Zellers restaurant. And why would I? I was a child and my mom never went to the restaurant. My mom says, yeah, you did. Yeah, sure, Mom. You brought me there when I was in a stroller. In Pampers. Shame on me for not remembering that. Ah. Zellers. Let's go back in the sack. Back in the sack. Ooh, crackers. I just have a little bit of crackers left. Pampers, campers. Interesting. There you go. Waste all your points for all I care. Awawa. Awawa. That's all you get. Chat, I don't think I'm getting my package today. Calgary stole it. Calgary. Boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop, boop, bop, bop, beep, boop, bop, bop, boop, boop, bop, boop, bop, beep, bop. Straight up vibing. Vibe to the top of the world. The first bit you almost LOL the theme of Elmo's world. Awawala. 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 There you go. You satisfied? Tell them they give you a refund for being late. Sometimes it works. I don't. They'll just say that it's UPS's fault, not their fault. So, yeah, I don't think this time. Your life is complete. Why? Because I did the Elmo theme. I didn't know you loved Elmo that much. Tickle me Elmo. Here, one more just for you. Just for the road. Your entertainment. Ah wah wah wah. Ah wah wah wah. Ah wah wah. Do you like that? You're welcome. Hee hee.
Elmo is going to Alaska. It's faster if you drive. Ah.
I think that's a reference that I don't understand. I want my freaking dresses. Tomorrow I'm ending the stream as soon as the dresses arrive. You love the noises I make? I guess that's one of my specialties, huh? I missed you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. Ooh, guys. Think of a cool video game for me to play on Friday. A chill video game. Think of a good chill video game for me to play on Friday. And we'll find one if need be. If necessary. Blah, 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 blah. Balloons Tower Defense. Chill as it gets. Is that on Steam? Gang beasts or party animals? You know that I don't have any friends. Could play with chat though. But it is funner in a voice call. Balloons. You have chat. Okay, but only if you guys let me win. Yeah, I guess we could play a game together on Friday. Yeah, why not? Is this Peak? We could play Peak. They have a new map, but you guys aren't allowed to talk to me. You'll be on pain pills starting Friday. Why? I was trying to think of a drug, but I couldn't think of one. That dentist thing, you put it off. It's now on Friday. That must have been an expensive charcuterie. Damn. Good luck. Thought you broke your mail on stream room? That was when I was too drunk to care. I don't think I've ever been on drugs. I guess nothing bad has ever happened to me. No, that's not correct. One time, it was a dentist thing too, but I was really young. They had to send me to another dentist. I think I needed a friggin' root canal or something. So they had to send me to another dentist to do it. So they put me on a bunch of pain pills. pain medication or whatever. And we're like, okay, you can hang out somewhere for a bit and then go here. They'll take you in at this time. So my dad drove me to a park. We were just hanging out with the geese for a bit. And I was on the pain meds. I didn't feel loopy though. Like I wasn't hallucinating or anything. I was just like looking at the ducks and I was like, I feel at peace. Like I had no cares in the world. Beep bop 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 beep bop bop. Well, hopefully I'll never have to be on pain medication and hopefully I don't need to have a surgery. There we go. The closest thing that I can relate to with that is after you get after you have a cavity at the dentist and your face is all numb. Ugh, that's the worst. Kitty. You got the codeine for an injury, not the dentist though. Yeah, I've never had an injury that bad. I've never even need to be at the hospital. At least I broke my arm once. Spangarang! Spangarang! Thank you so much for becoming a cuemer! Thank you so much, Spangarang. Mwah. New cuemer, new cuemer, new cuemer, new cuemer. Hospitalize me? I don't think I can. Chad, there's 2 weeks until Cumas. Well, okay, technically, there's 2 weeks until Cumas Eve. But that's 2 weeks until Cumas! I'm gonna cume my pants. I love you, Spangarang. Nice first time chat. I see you, I connect with you. Ha! I have throw turned off. Because I forgot to open it. You missed the whole stream? That's okay, that's what VODs are for. Period. Hehe. I tried to start to wrap my presents last night, but god, oh, shit, dude. It just was not turning out for me. And then I'll waste paper. You know, it's so frustrating. So, I had to start over a bit. I'll try again tonight, maybe, I don't know. Wow! I was hoping that tonight I would try on my freaking dresses. But no! Freaking Calgary has them! Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Muppets Christmas Carol. Now cheese is for us Mises. What about beep bop? Calgary's alright. No, they're not because they're holding my package. There's not even bad weather. I looked it up. You're just doing it to be contrarian. All you wanted your package to arrive today. Well, that's too damn bad. I'll cancel. I'm gonna cancel stream tomorrow. Just wait out the door for my dresses. I'm scared that I'm gonna have to pay a fee at the door. I know that I'm gonna have to get them altered because they're gonna be way too long. But you just gotta remember that I got them on a real good deal. See? What? Okay. Me. So, I don't know what the dealio is for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what I'm streaming tomorrow, but I am streaming tomorrow. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna give you a big old kiss on the lips. Mwah. Yeah, the dealio is that my dresses arrive tomorrow, so I'll stream until the dresses arrive, and then I'm hanging up. Okay. Okay. Thank you for coming today, chat. I love you all so much. Oh, fuck. Guys, oh my god, I'm gonna... God, no! No! The freaking crotch seam in my PJ pants is coming undone! No! There's not even like a hole or a rip or anything. The seam is just coming undone. No! What have I done to deserve this fate? What the freak? Ah, crumbs. It's a hidden seam. I guess I could do it from the inside. I'll have to tie it up. I'll figure it out somehow. You know anybody who can sew? Nope. I guess I'm gonna learn. Okay. I'll go skedaddle. I'll take a long hike on a long walk in the long woods, and I'll go get a candy and a chocolate or something, but I'll figure it out. Thank you guys so much for queuing today. I miss you guys a whole lot. I'll see you again tomorrow for more fun times and what have you and whatever. Thank you for coming. I love you so much. See you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Mwah. Okay, good night. I love you guys. Mwah.
its heels to taunt you. But after sunlit days, one thing stays the same. Rises the moon. Days fade into a watercolor blur. Memories swim and haunt you. But look into the lake, shimmering like smoke. Rises the